Today we have to discuss about the topic is calcifying odontogenic cyst in cystic tumor. The calcifying odontogenic cyst was first discovered by Garland and his associate. It is also known as calcifying cystic odontogenic tumor and Gorlin cyst because it was discovered by Gorlin, so called Gorlin cyst. And dendrigenous ghost cell tumor, ghost cell odontogenic carcinoma is also another name of calcifying odontogenic cyst. It is characterized by odontogenic epithelium containing ghost cells undergo calcification. That means this is the odontogenic epithelium. This is the odontogenic epithelium. It contains ghost cells. The ghost cells get embedded in the odontogenic epithelium and undergoes calcification. It is the characterization of the calcifying odontogenic cyst. Although some are in cystic fashion, some are in solid tumor like growth, that is neoplastic growth. So, World Health Organization classified into three categories based on cystic, solid and malignant nature. In cystic type, that is calcifying cystic odontogenic tumor, it is a benign cystic type. Dendrinogenic ghost cell tumor is a benign solid type and ghost cell odontogenic carcinoma is a malignant type. The calcifying odontogenic cyst may be associated with other recognized odontogenic tumors, that is mostly odontomas, adenomatoid odontogenic tumors, ameloblastoma, etc. In clinical features, the calcifying odontogenic tumors mostly second decade of life, particularly in the anterior jaw region, no gender predilections. The calcifying odontogenic tumors can also be contain central and peripheral type. In central type, it is located inside the bone. It is discovered accidentally seen in the periapical area. That means it is discovered accidentally seen in the periapical area. It is a slow growing lesion. And leads to the formation of bony expansion. In peripheral lesion, it is painless, may be also present as a smooth surface. That means it is also presented in the soft tissue, mostly in the gingival area. It is also sessile or pedunculated. Sessile means nothing but it contains broad base. Pedunculate means it is a bulgy area, is seen in the gingival portion. In dendrinogenic ghost cell tumors, it is less common than cystic component. It is rare. That means it is very rare. At the same time, it is lessly seen comparatively. Calcifying cystic odontogenic tumor, it is seen less. It exists both central and peripheral variety. It is usually in second and third decade of life. No gender predilection. Most common among 50 years of age. There will be a slight male predilection also seen. It is also seen in the anterior jaw region, particularly canine to first molar. It is asymptomatic, sometimes may produce discomfort. In radiographically, it is a multilocular, sometimes multilocular, it is a unilocular. In unilocular pattern, there is a radio opaque will be seen in this lesion. The radio opaque is nothing but it is a calcification. So the calcification in early lesion there is no radio opaque. It is seen in the late lesion. In the late lesion only we can see the calcification. And root resorption and impacted teeth may also seen in this case. In histology, there is a well-defined fibrous capsule. The basal cell lining is look like sometimes columnar or cuboidal. It resembles like ameloblast-like cells. Above the overlying cells resembles like stellate reticulum and ghost cells get embedded in these cells. The presence of ghost cells within the epithelium is commonly seen in this case. What is ghost cells? The ghost cells are nothing but eosinophilic and lack of organelles in these cells and get believed that the it is due to that coagulative necrosis. At the same time, abnormal or normal keratinization of the odontogenic epithelium. Calcification will be seen in the ghost cells. In this ghost cells having calcification that leads to the radiopaque appearance. Eosinophilic matrix material adjacent to the epithelial component. That means here the eosinophilic matrix material adjacent to the epithelial component. That means dentinite formation. Here is the eosinophilic matrix materials adjacent to the epithelial component. This eosinophilic matrix material is also called as dystopic calcification. Sorry, dysplastic dentin or dentinite, because it is believed that result of inductive effect. What is inductive effect? The inductive effect is nothing but the amyloblast cells get stimulated by dentin forming cells. These dentin forming cells stimulate the amyloblast, leads to the formation of enamel. At the same time, these amyloblast cells stimulate the dentin forming cells, leads to the formation of dentin. As a result, formation of dentin. By the same way, here also this is called as the inductive effect. Here also having the inductive effect. These amyloblast cells get stimulate the dentin forming cells, as a result formation of dysplastic dentin. It is called as dentinite. In some cases, the epithelial lining may proliferate into the lumen. In some cases, the ghost cells get arranged in a dispersed manner, but in some cases the ghost cell get accumulation, the formation of seed in this area, leads to the proliferation of ghost cells into the epithelial lining. And sometimes the daughter cyst also found in the wall of the connective tissue of the cyst. Here is the wall of the connective tissue of the cyst. In treatment, there is a few recurrence after the simple enucleation. Mostly the ghost cell odontogenic carcinoma have more recurrence. Thank you.